So to start off, I know absolutely nothing about Kemono friends. Well, I suppose that's a lie. I know about that. And, this thing. But other than that, I know nothing, so I guess let's just get started with episode 1. After watching episode 1 of Kemono Friends, I still kind of know nothing about Kemono Friends. Well, except that it takes place in a world where animal people are apparently born from volcanoes, and then they have to worry about fighting blue alien creatures, and they have all of the traits and skills of actual animals, and yell out their attack names, which happen to just be meow 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 repeatedly. So I guess we're just gonna move on to episode 2. Episode 2 of Kemono Friends follows our heroes as they make their way across a jungle area, meeting characters which I doubt will ever be seen again, and then eventually one of them lifts a car over her head and jumps across a river. That's all I'm really going to say about this episode. Episode 3 decides to focus a little more on world building while our characters climb a mountain, implying that before Japari Park was a post-apocalyptic hellscape of monster girls, that it seemed to have been a normal world, as one of the characters implies that she used to be an ordinary animal before she was a weird half-human, half-animal hybrid abomination against nature. In the last part, I was joking about it being a post-apocalyptic hellscape, but the show seems to have pretty much confirmed that in this episode, where the gang takes a bus to a giant labyrinth and then meets a mythological snake creature, who then implies that all humans were wiped out at some point. Yep. Episode 5 of Kemono Friends follows our heroes as they help a beaver and a prairie dog build a house, showing that the best kind of work truly is teamwork. Oh, also they kiss the prairie dog. That's not a euphemism for anything, that just sort of happens. They kiss the prairie dog for some reason. In this episode of Kemono Friends, our heroes decide to fix war. Yep, from this point forward, all war is solved forever. Thanks, Kemono Friends, you made the world a better place. Also, at the end of the episode, a character recognizes that Kanban is a human. What an amazing twist that I didn't see coming at all! Well, actually, that's kind of unfair. I mean, the show is for kids. I think. Otter Booty's so good! This episode of Kemono Friends follows our heroes as they finally make it to the library! So they can confirm what kind of animal Kanban is. But first, they have to make a stop in Flavor Country. After completely solving war in a previous episode, our heroes decided to turn their sights on saving the music industry by helping a group of adorable penguin idol girls. Like, seriously, these girls are so cute it transcends the boundaries between species. My talking points for this episode were originally going to be the bad animation and how much snow in general sucks, but thanks to a throwaway line and a little scene of one of the girls playing video games, I'm now very confused by the tenuous relationship between these girls and opposable thumbs, and then they introduce the fact that they apparently don't know how their clothes work or that they are even wearing them, which brings up so many questions that I'm kind of overwhelmed here. Local wolf girl says, "Ow!" But in all seriousness, the world of the show continues to get more and more confusing, with animals being able to write manga and publish it for who knows how long, what reason, and what monetizational value they would get from this. Why does the show have a big dumb action sequence in it? Why is the show actually getting emotional? Somebody explain this to me! That had absolutely no business being as hype or heartwarming as it turned out. I liked this show a lot more than I thought I would. After finishing the show, I now think I can understand what the appeal was and why it had such a large presence online. What we have here is a simple show with likable characters and happens to be completely lacking in cynicism. So it's just the My Little Pony fan base again. Maybe to a lesser extent, but if you break everything down to the base value, I think they do have a lot in common. And coming out of it, I will say I would recommend the show. Not just because I love Monster Girls. Okay, maybe entirely because I love Monster Girls.